Right guys, I have literally just finished recording our roof transformation video. I wanted to do this in a separate video because I felt like it deserved it. But I'm going to be showing you guys all of our new windows, doors, everything. So happy. I will link the roof transformation video in case you haven't seen it. I've already kind of like gone through all the details, but it's definitely like the best money saving hack for making your roof look like a completely brand new different roof. So really happy with that. But the kind of cherry on top of the cake was definitely the windows and the doors. So if anyone is new here, we moved into this 80s style bungalow in January. And all of the windows and doors were this really horrible, dark stained wood inside and out. And do you know what? Originally when I looked at the house, I kind of thought, oh yeah, we could just have them reglazed. Turns out not a lot of people do that. But also I didn't quite realise how bad the condition of the original windows were. And they were original to the house. So they were double glazed, but they weren't safety glass and they were quite old double glazing. I feel like glazing's come a long way in the last few years. So that is actually one of the first things we got quotes for when we moved in. So we had a few different people come around and give us quotes to replace all of the windows and doors. So we're talking about 8 windows, a front door, French doors, and a back door. And our windows are quite large. They're not standard size, especially our lounge window, which I think is 3.6 meters wide. It's big. So we knew it was always going to be a costly job. I was kind of hoping that we could just have it reglazed and that would be like cheaper and kind of repaint them, but it definitely was never going to be an option. So we got a few different quotes out. I think the highest one we had was around the 14K mark to have all of that work done. We decided to go for a company because we didn't know any kind of smaller local traders in the area. We ended up going with a local company. We knew for sure that we didn't want to go with a big company like Everest or anything because they are notoriously bad for like ripping you off. So we ended up going for a local company called 𝐞𝐱𝐩𝐿. I'll leave their details down below. We had a good experience with them. They are South Wales based, but they may do further afield, I don't really know. So I think their original quote was 11,000 something rather. We managed to haggle them down to 10K. And one of the things, we made a couple of adjustments to our original door choice because turns out chose the most expensive door. Second thing that I did was I had them adjust the quote because they were going to put PVC windowsills on the inside and replace them. We already have wooden windowsills on the inside of the house, so there was no way I was going to get rid of those. We will just be repainting them. So I'll show you footage in a bit, but if you notice that all the windowsills are still brown, that is why, because that is on my to-do list to paint them. Right, end of day 1. We have your office windows, yep. The ensuite window, yep. These 3 windows, our new door. God, we need to get rid of that handle, don't we, next to the door, the white one. Oh, it stands out so much now. So they're coming back tomorrow to do the French doors, yep. Our lounge window, and our front door. Cool. Oh, and they also did our bathroom window today as well. Yes. The only issue that we've had, so we're super happy, it looks so much better already. The only issue that we've had is our ensuite window is meant to have that speckled glass, the privacy glass. And it doesn't, yeah. So did he tell you? Did he update you?
He hasn't updated me. He said he was going to order it. I will ask him that question tomorrow.
Yeah, he basically said he was going to call head office, get it ordered in, and they can just switch out the glass.
Yeah, now it's the case of these windows. It's easier to just pop a pane out and replace it rather than the whole window like they've done today.
I don't know if this is stupid of me thinking this. Like, we've never been there when we've had windows replaced, but they install obviously the frame without the glass, and I don't know why, but I thought they were just going to get the windows off the van with like glass in it already. So do you see what I mean? So like it's easier for them to, it's not like they manufacture it with the glass in it, in the frame.
They came in 2 vans, and one of their vans had the frames in it, one of them had the glass in it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's looking so much better because we had our roof sprayed yesterday, and when we came out here last night we were looking at it and we couldn't tell if we liked it or not because I don't know, it just looks really weird with all the brown. Obviously we still have brown fascias which are going to be addressed, don't you worry.
I feel now this has been done, it wasn't super high up on the list, but now I feel now this has been done, it's going to move up your list quite quickly.
I've already ordered everything to landscape around the front, haven't I? And I wasn't going to bother doing that until we had everything else in. But yeah, really exciting. So I'm really impressed with how fast they did it all.
Yeah, well, it's what? I
reckon
they left it 3:20. Granted, they did get here at 7:45 this morning. But
yeah, and they worked solid through, and there's only 2 of them as well.
Yeah, they smashed it.
But yeah, they said the most difficult bit is getting the old windows out, and then the installation's pretty quick. But yeah, really happy. And you know what I'm like, Steve, I always like overthink stuff, and I was worried that like the grey was going to look too light or too blue, or it's perfect. Yeah, really happy. So like this is the main bulk of it, but the most exciting bit is obviously having like the front door and the massive lounge window at the front of the house.
That's going to be so nice for you because you're in the office tomorrow, aren't you? So that's going to be nice.
Yeah, I'm literally going to come back and the house is going to look completely different. So weird. It looks, I mean, it's obviously cleaner than our previous windows, but it just looks, the glass looks so much cleaner. I'll really quickly show you guys inside as well, and show you what we've gone for, because this is our door. Hold up. So we flipped, we flipped the way that the door opens, because the steps to get up to the garden are over there, so it makes more sense to open it from here, and then the dogs like run out like that. Whereas before it opened the other way, and it just doesn't make sense to go that way when there's nothing really much that way. But we've gone for black handles, so you had to get the same handles. Are they going absolutely mad? They'll get out of puff soon. So basically with the handles, you had to go for the same handle on the inside and outside, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
So we've gone for white on the inside with black handles because that's what all of our internal doors are going to look like. And we've gone for a black handle against the grey on the outside, which is the same as what our front door handle's going to be like as well. This is that? Oh, it's just muck. Okay, I thought it was scratched.
With the black hinges and stuff as well.
Yeah.
This is not a permanent feature, this one.
Yeah, we don't need that really, do we? Not yet, anyway. Right, and then you go inside. And all of the window, obviously the French doors haven't been done yet, but white on the inside. I know a lot of people like the black or the anthracite on the inside, but we just wanted to keep it nice and clean. And white handles on the inside. So there was an option to have chrome, black, whatever. We chose white just so that when they're closed, they just like blend in a lot more with the frame. So yeah, really happy with how this has turned out. I like, it just looks so much more open than it did before. I feel like the kind of dark wood frames just like really closed it in. I thought I'd just very quickly show you the bathroom window because obviously we've opted for the stippled glass for privacy. Steve just had a wee and I went outside and saw if I could see him, and the privacy is very, very good. You can like very, very vaguely see a rough outline, but I mean like look at it looking out, you can hardly see anything. So really happy with that because our toilet window is right by our front door. So we obviously wanted that to be super private. And then day 2, I wasn't actually here because I was in the office, but they turned up similar sort of time and they just did the front door, the French doors and the lounge window. And I think they were done by like 2, half 2-ish. They were so quick. It was just 2 guys who came and did it. Right, I've been at work all day. It's my first time seeing, look at the boys in the window as well. Oh my god, Milo, are you barking at me? Oh my God. Wow. Milo, it's me. Hello, babies. Hello. Wow. Look at this. I'm going to vlog this all properly later on. And the front door, oh my gosh, it is such a difference. So originally we had this glazed with this kind of funky 80s weird glass situation. Was so happy to get rid of that. We opted to go for a solid door. I know when I originally spoke to you guys about this months ago, a lot of people said, oh, but that'll block out a lot of light. We knew that, but I just did not want a glass door. So we decided to go for this solid door. We had originally chosen a far more modern design that had like the horizontal lines all the way across with one of those huge bar handles. That was a little bit of a compromise in terms of pricing because that was one of the most expensive doors. So we decided to go for this one that had that kind of like inset horizontal design to it. We wanted to have the letterbox in the middle of the door. I think that just like looks nice. And we also decided to go for a more standard door handle. The reason being because when you get one of those big bar door handles, if you close the door behind you, you're locked out. And I felt like that was quite likely to happen to either one of us, that we would lock ourselves out of the house. So we decided to go for a more traditional door handle. So if we shut the door behind us, it doesn't lock. We have to actually lock the door, which is what we're used to in our old house. And it just works for us a lot better. The only very, very slight regret I have is on the inside of the door. I assumed it would have a little knob thing to lock it, but you actually have to lock it with a key on the inside. That's the only, like, it's not the biggest deal. It was just a bit of an oversight. And I've said this before, this isn't our forever home, so I'm kind of glad that happened now, so that when we do kind of move into a more like long-term home, I feel like I'll remember that mistake and I'll learn from it. But yeah, we went for side lights on either side as well, which is the same as what we originally had. I decided to go for clear glass because we were going to be blocking out a lot of light by having a solid door. I didn't want to get frosted or stippled glass because it does obscure the amount of light that comes in. I wanted to go for clear glass to make the most of the light that was going to come in. And also our house is set back. It's not directly on the road. It's pretty private. So it didn't bother us. We're not the kind of people who walk around naked. So like, I think we'll be all right. But yeah, we're really, really happy with how this turned out. Has this made the hallway darker? Yes, it has. We knew it would do that. We knew that was always going to happen. But like I said, I did not want a glass door. I just didn't want one. So it wasn't going to be an option for us whatsoever. So yeah, very, very happy. I don't know if the price we paid was a good price or not. This is the first time we've ever had like any work like this done. So very, very much new to this. But yeah, £10,000 for 8 windows, our door with the side lights, our French doors and glass back door. And the service that we had was really good. The guys were really professional, really nice. Just, yeah, couldn't fault them in terms of like the work that they've done. The house is changing so much, and as we speak, I now have a lot of stuff on the driveway ready to do a project for outside the front of the house so that we can make the landscaped bit outside the front of our house actually match the rest of it now and give it a little final touch and make it, when I say a final touch, it's a big project and I'm going to be knackered. But I think it'll be so worth it. So stay tuned for that. If you're not already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. I'm still gunning to get to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys are subscribed. And yeah, stay tuned for some very exciting videos coming up.